Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. Today, guys, we're getting back to basics. I did not like the way I traded yesterday. 4 trades, not the best setups, not high quality setups. Even on my journaling, I wrote B setups down there. That's not what I'm supposed to be taking. That's not what this channel is supposed to be about. And I didn't like the way I traded. Yesterday, my accountability partner is my wife. I told her how many trades I took. I told her 4. She asked why so many, and I did not have a response for that. If I don't have a response for my trades that I'm taking, that means I'm not following my plan, not being disciplined, not being patient, not executing the proper way. And I did not like the response I had to give her. And for that reason, we are getting back to basics and we're following our rules, our plan, the way we've been doing for the last couple months, which have gotten us to payouts and have gotten us all these funded accounts. So there's no reason to set back on that now. So today, we're doing that. We're going to take a look at the chart, see what levels we might have and any trades we might take. All right, guys, so here we are on the charts. ES hourly on the left, NQ hourly on the right. Marked out all our pivots so far on the days. You guys see, see here we have some pivots down here, down right below. We have a couple pivots on both ES and NQ, and then all the way above we have some buy side liquidity all the way up here, which would be overnight high. Price did move pretty aggressively overnight, had a nice run up, then a nice spike down. Currently, we're sitting basically in the middle of the range here. You guys see here, we're up 0.13%, nothing too crazy. We're kind of just sitting in the middle of the range. We're going to wait for price to sweep either down here or the top. 646, not much right now in terms of price movement. We'll see though once the 7 o'clock candle comes out, and maybe might want to push lower or push higher. Other than that, unless one of our levels gets tapped into, then we're just going to wait after the hourly candle closes. You know that gives us other possible setups, but again, we're not going to force anything. We're waiting for our plan to come to fruition, and then we'll make sure we execute. That's all we're going to do today. I have all my alerts set, and I'm not taking any trades in between. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm making sure I'm staying disciplined, staying patient, and I'm going to make sure I execute once the trade presents itself. So I'll be back, and I'll update you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, here we are on the charts. Currently 8:51. Might be the first setup we get all morning long. Been super patient, 2 hours without any entries. If we get this candle to close above this gap, I'll make sure to take this long here. And looks like we are going to get it. Okay, we're in on that long there. All right, guys, here's the reason behind this trade. As I mentioned earlier in my morning analysis, we had these pivots marked out here on the hourly. One was the one we had marked out. The second one was created after all the chop and all the mess around in the more AM session. Probably when price didn't go anywhere. And then you guys see here, price came through, swept both of these levels here, came back and gave a close above this bearish gap right here. You guys know that is my entry signal. That's my trigger. We got the liquidity sweep. This is an A+ setup, we're in it. So now we're just going to hang out and see how it all plays out. First trade of the day, we were super patient, super disciplined, and I think now we just have to wait it out, right? I do have this pivot up here. I feel like there's a ton of liquidity now waiting here after this strong sell-off. A lot of traders probably think the market is going to continue lower. They probably have a lot of support down here. And they think that it's going to continue lower. If price wants to sweep above this, it has the chance to continue higher, and that is my thesis. That is my thought process behind it all. So now we're kind of just going to wait around. I do have to go into the office here shortly, so we'll see if I can update you guys periodically on this trade. I'll be back. All right, guys, here we are back on the chart. Been in this trade for about 40 minutes or so. I'm about to head into the office, so I won't be able to record the rest of this trade or potentially any other trades I do jump into. I'm thinking this might be the only trade I take, though. I am pretty busy today at work, and I don't know if I'll be able to trade again. So we're just going to leave you guys with this. I might come back home once I'm done and edit this and let you guys know how it all turns out and the P&Ls and all that for the day if I do take any more trades. But for right now, we're just going to walk away right now as it is. We have our stop loss. As always, it's already set. We have our take profit that's already set. And there's nothing for us to do other than that. So I'll update you guys here later on today. And we'll see if we take any other trades and or if this trade is even a winner or a loser. So all right, guys, here we are back on the charts. As I mentioned earlier, I was heading out to work. To the office, and I wasn't able to record any of these trades. I finished off the day with 3 trades. The first trade ended up being a loser. It was going in my favor pretty well, stair-stepping up, and then randomly spiked down, took me out for full -1 or loser. I expected price to continue lower because that was a strong move lower, and once I noticed this gap, I was interested on a potential long continuation because we had still not went below these lows, so I'm still expecting these to be respected bottoms right here, and for price to still continue higher. There was a ton of gaps that were being tested over here on the left side, and I was expecting price to continue higher. So once I got the confirmation of a potential long here, I was like, okay, let's re-enter, let's get back into it. Thankfully it worked out in my favor for full plus 2R. Another setup that I took was the third trade of the day. This was a little bit later in the day. Price came up here, tapped into the, you guys see this blue line here. This was also the daily high, or the session high. I think you can see it clear on a 60-minute. Here you guys have it here. This was the session high of the day. Price went all the way back down, came back up, tapped into that level. And as you guys know, that is a key level for me in a valid setup. So I jumped in on the trade. It went in my favor there for a little bit. And as you guys see here, around 12:45, as you guys may have known, I moved my stop loss to break even because market on closing balance comes out around 12:50. And I do not like being in trades right before news because it's just volatile and it's basically a gamble. And price came back, took me out for break even, and I was done on the day. So 3 trades there. One winner, one loser, one break even. Finishing off the day pretty decent, green. I'll show you guys here the Apex accounts. I'll just show you these. Again, the amounts are already gone because it's 5:21. It's way past where the 3 o'clock where they redo the balances and all that. And you guys see here the weekly loss has gone up. Yesterday was a pretty decent sized loss. Today was a pretty decent sized win, and the weekly loss is about $100. I'll show you guys the trades today. All right, so here we are. You guys see it says 4 trades. It was really one winner, one loser. The other one was break even. Finishing off the day $360. Pretty decent day, plus 1.44R. The winner was a little bit larger. There was accidentally a little, well, not accidentally, we added a little bit more to that one. The contract size in here, you guys can see the execution of today's trades. The loser, the winner, break even trade. So overall, pretty decent day. Was able to control my emotions, not trade that chop earlier in the morning. If you guys saw that price action was terrible. Was 25-point range there on the NQ for about an hour. Not much going on. It was just a bunch of nothing. So we were able to control our emotions, make sure we took good setups, followed our rules, stayed patient, disciplined once in the trades, and it all worked out pretty well. So came back after work. It is a little bit late, 5:30 over here where we live, and just wanted to make sure I upload the video, present you guys with what I did, just for accountability purposes for myself and for you guys to make sure I'm still doing what I'm saying I'm doing. I'm sticking to it, right? And tomorrow we look to continue more of the same, and hopefully we continue these decent days that we're having. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.